Hey guys, DK78 back here with more Zero Time Dilemma. In the last one, I struggled really hard, but I think I am getting closer to the end of the game. I have figured out the passwords to the quantum computer dome. And I've also, if I look at this thing very well, first of all, I learned how Q is in dream or reality. Then I got into the virtual space, and I learned about all of this stuff, which is where I unlocked this. And of course, there's a silly death here. I guess I have to figure out, how do I... do I just put in the wrong person for who Zero actually is? Because I named who Zero is. I know who he is. It's Delta. But what if I get it wrong? Who do I want to blame? Let's blame Sigma. He was Zero in the last game, so it should be worth it, right? Sigma's not going to be happy with this.
Sigma, is that true?
Does it sound like it is?
I figured. You just threw out a name, didn't you?
Oh, he didn't like that.
I hate that kind of person the most.
He did tell us that he didn't like liars, so... you know, he's just gonna come back, right? Man, Eric looks very silly.
Oh, screw it. I'll just kill all of you!
Wait, did he kill the... Oh, don't tell me he killed the dog, too. No, he didn't. You just don't see it off screen, because...
I'm coming to you, Mira.
Oh, that is clever. They hid his body off screen. They hid Delta's body off screen. Because you can see a blood splatter right there. Oh man, I wonder how many other times that's happened where there's an extra blood splatter that I didn't know what it came from. Okay. Now that we cleared that, we shall now finish this one up. We have to open the box, and the only way to open the box is to open the computer. And I may have to watch the cutscene again because I wrote it down. I wrote down how to open the cover. And then Q is going to be scaring the heck out of him because his head can come off, which is creepy. Okay. 3808 0832. Did I do it? I think I did it. It went first try.
Ah, it opened!
Now all we have to do is insert the plug here.
Yeah, we do.
So where is this plug?
I think if we input the right numbers here.
Oh, you have to do it twice in a row.
Wait. What do numbers for your head have anything to do with the plug for this?
I should just do it. You might get it then.
Stop avoiding the question!
Do you even know what should go there?
The numbers are,
Alright. Let's make me do this too. But I had the numbers for the helmet before I even got to the box. So the number for the helmet is 61404091. And now my head rolls off.
Are you kidding me? You're...
Yep.
You're... Ah!
Eric, it's been an hour. Would you just get used to it already?
Uh-oh. If we don't hurry up, then we'll get, like...
It's a robot! For real? Could you maybe do something about it?
Is this better?
Yeah. Now the shape brings out your eyes.
So this doesn't freak you out or anything at all?
Nope.
I could say the same to you.
Well, not much phases me. I'm just not that type.
I see.
You could have been a Martian for all I care.
Yeah, I was surprised when I first found out. I thought my heart was in my throat.
You don't have a heart.
Hey, hold on. Did you say when you first found out?
I meant it happened to me before. In the past. In another history.
Another?
I remembered everything when I saw what I looked like earlier. You see, my brain isn't located in this head.
I'm
My
just
thought
an
center
antenna.
is there, inside the quantum computer. That is where I think, perceive, and send command signals to this body. For example, when I raise my hand like this, it's simply receiving a command. Just like a remote-controlled toy. Did you know? A quantum state is one where all possibilities overlap and coexist.
So Q can't really shift. He's just reading data, basically.
Simulations A, B, and C simultaneously. Basically, my brain is an infinite number of worlds and possibilities. So I can use that framework and, well, jump between other histories.
Oh, there's no way.
That I could do that? But it's possible that you two might be undergoing the same thing. There's a theory.
We haven't seen
Human
evidence of that
consciousness
within
may be a
Eric.
result of quantum effects in the brain. It's called quantum mind. It's more or less suggesting a human brain is a form of quantum computer. If a specific set of conditions are met, then you too can.
Jump to other histories?
This sounds like crazy talk.
You don't believe me?
Of course not.
Oh, I don't blame you. I guess I should explain everything then.
Please? Start at the beginning.
Before I begin, I need to do one little thing.
He has to plug into the computer.
What did you just do?
Just a little something.
I see. We're blocking Zero's vision, Delta's vision. So when you force quit the program, you're force quitting his glasses, I guess.
Nothing changed. Huh.
That we can see. But it looks like the message changed.
What'd it do?
Yes, I started up the system earlier.
It says force quit program on standby. To initiate. 2 key
Oh, that's what.
items must be
Oh,
set.
so do we like.
What does that even
We
mean?
made the.
Wait, it seems like there's something else.
The key items are.
A mother's mementos?
I wonder.
That's what leads to D teams. So I guess if you're trying to go through the forced quit boxes and you didn't
So,
understand
this is
the concept
saying
of all
we
the
need to
things
find them?
laying,
Does
at the
that
same
mean they're
time?
hidden around here somewhere?
that's
Even
why
if
they find the
that's
box
true,
open.
I
Oh.
don't think we have the time.
And then the mini cues put
Guess
them
our
out of the
time's
way
up.
so that they don't tell that they're in the lounge. Because it's like all of them almost always drop in the lounge.
Now it is time for you to sleep. When next you wake, know you will have no memory of these past 90 minutes.
Yes, yes, yes. I get it, Delta.
Good dreams.
Okay, bigger on the inside. That indeed. So if we look at this and look at the very left, everyone is filled in now pretty much. Now what? Okay, so it's the same on all of them. I might as well initiate it through Q. I don't think it matters, right? It'll start me from the beginning and everyone's there again. We force quit the program, but in order to force quit the program, we had to do a lot of... Oh, it's a final decision. Oh. Wait, did they throw Q's head?
I knew it! Looks like the memories we regained are true after all.
The 3 wards were all in the same place. Then,
So the decontamination room never even connected to different wards, quote unquote. Everyone just woke up.
Carlos!
Oh,
Akane, Junpei,
and Mira and Eric.
And you're Sean, right?
Carlos, what happened?
he got
Proof
beat
of
up.
friendship.
Anyway, what are you guys doing here?
I still found that weird.
C team and Q team should both still be asleep.
We took a page out of your book and did what you did. We used the cards to keep the bracelet needle from injecting us.
So, does that mean?
Yeah, I remember everything.
I do too.
Junpei and I as well.
Over the past few hours, we got back the memories we forgot.
Well, to be more accurate, it's more like we accessed the morphogenetic field and downloaded all of them.
Huh.
Then, you have the other history's memories too?
Yes.
Then you're like us.
But why?
I don't
Hold
know.
up. Eric and I are different.
Yeah. We didn't gain memories from other histories.
Then neither of you got injected?
No, we're the same as Carlos and the others.
I told them. Maybe I'll start from the beginning? First, so I could run the program in the force quit box, I accessed the central control computer. Then, I briefly turned off the communication network. That way, I stopped the surveillance cameras from sending any data to Zero. I didn't want Zero to catch on to what we were doing.
And that's when Sean let us in on the truth of what's going on here.
We went over to the transporter room and picked up 2 cards. Before the injection, we each slipped one between our wrist and bracelet.
Okay, now you two make sense. But what about you, Sean?
Well, he doesn't need
probably
to.
already know zero, but I'm a robot.
Yeah.
Being injected does nothing to me.
Then,
Every time the time limit approached, I was forced to go into sleep mode. Then my memories from the previous 90 minutes were deleted. I didn't want that to happen, so... You remember me saying I accessed the computer? Well, I hacked my own system too.
Nice.
He said he managed to cancel the forced sleep and delete functions.
What about C-Team then?
Well, C-Team was
We couldn't
shifting
interrupt
around.
the surveillance cameras, so we had to be sneaky instead.
Oh, wait. They were causing us
Carlos pushed me down
destruction.
and climbed on top of me.
He what?
It was just an act. I was only pretending to do it.
Carlos used that moment to whisper in my ear. He said to go to the transporter room and grab the cards in there.
But he transported to know that information with the
But-
transporter.
If I just let her go like that, it'd look suspicious. So Junpei and I stayed behind to get Zero's undivided attention.
Oh my
I
gosh.
casually invited Junpei to the power room. You can see the result of our conversation.
You should have told me what was up.
If I had, then Zero would have figured it out. You look like you'd be a crap actor.
and after that?
We met Akane in the lounge. We hid from the cameras and each got a card from her.
Sorry, but could I get confirmation on something? Everyone knows what all happened in the other histories, right?
Yes. Maybe?
Even you, Mira and Eric?
Didn't Eric say so earlier? Sean told us everything.
But wait. Why?
Why what?
Why do we know about the other histories?
Well, that's probably...
You want to know?
Uh-oh. The 10th person does not like this. You grabbed that shotgun out of the pod room, didn't you?
Q? Or maybe it's actually Zero.
You are free to call me by my given name, which is Delta. There's no need to look so threatening. You were the one who named me, Diana. It doesn't matter. I shall answer your question. Carlos, Akane, Junpei, Diana, Phi, and Sigma. All 6 of you know that you are shifters, correct? Think back on your path to this very moment. Did you arrive in this history by following
No, I didn't.
a normal flow of time?
I don't think it was normal at all.
No, of course you didn't. You jumped in from another history using your shift abilities. And it wasn't just this once. You have been shifting back and forth many, many times. From one point in space-time to another. You boldly took chances, much like jumping from one tree branch to another. You have forgotten that fact, perhaps as a result of the medicine, or as one of the side effects of shifting. Regardless, your memories have been kept firmly intact within the morphogenetic field. It is simply that the 6 of you regained the memories of those times. One small trigger, and the levee preventing you from remembering collapsed. Sean is a similar case. However, his thought center is located within the quantum computer, so I suppose it's slightly different from you.
What about me and Mira?
You are both like me, in that we do not have the ability to shift.
So you're trying to figure out how to shift?
Don't?
Mm-mm. I have another power instead. The power to mind hack.
Oh.
Mind hack?
Mind hack? You want to control everything, but why?
I am able to read other people's minds. I know the thoughts and ideas that go through their heads. That's why I know exactly what Phi is trying to do right now. Step away from that device, Phi.
Oh, man.
Then, when we blocked the injection,
I saw through your ruse.
Then why did you...
I wanted all of you to play the final decision game.
The final decision game?
I find human decisions fascinating.
Oh, God.
Specifically, the world branching that occurs as a result. I already mentioned that I am unable to shift.
But you could perceive two different
After looking
ways.
inside millions of minds, I learned one thing. There are people in this world with the ability to jump between histories. That shifters exist. Hence, why I know so much about these parallel worlds.
You did all this? Because you were curious?
When a person does something significant, it's difficult to boil the reason down to one word. Their motives are often very complex. It is the same now. To fulfill several objectives, it was necessary to trap all of you in here.
So why did you do it?
You want to know?
Well, first of all, his existence implied a bit of all of that.
It is so you give birth to Phi and myself, Diana.
But that makes him a paradox.
What do you mean?
Phi and I are the children of Diana and Sigma.
Phi is...
Wait. They're children?
November 16th, 2029. Phi and I were born in this shelter.
But then they were transported.
This was another history, of course. Shortly after, the atomic data that makes up our bodies was transported to April 1904. The transporter was located in a German research facility at that time. Our bodies reconstructed and regenerated in the export pods at that facility.
But that would mean you're actually...
I'm 124.
That's
You're
crazy.
But Phi is...
A German researcher sent her to 2008. Records indicate that she was part of an experiment.
Of how the
you're
transport went.
saying Phi jumped back in time from 2029 to the year 1904, and then forward again to 2008?
Technically, what was sent both times was simply the data makeup of Phi's body.
I heard that in 2008, the device was being studied in an American facility.
That's when an old couple who were researchers took me in.
We've gone off topic. Yes, that was one of the major goals. Everything that occurred here helped create Phi and myself.
How did you live to
And
124?
when I say that,
He's
I
like a
am
vampire,
including all
based
of
on the
others.
color.
If I hadn't trapped the group of you here, then Phi and I would have never been born in our current forms.
Your current forms?
Sean, you should already know about epigenetics. You see, environmental factors determine which switches are activated within the genetic code.
Yes.
Reproductive cells are the same. Or perhaps I should say that the reproductive cells are the ones most affected.
Oh, I get it. That's why you made Diana and Sigma play the decision game.
What do you mean?
By backing them into a crisis situation, he caused an epigenetic change within their reproductive cells. I think that's why their children were born with unique powers.
That's
Gold
weird.
Star. This is the reason I have my mind-hacking abilities. Phi was affected as well. You were born a shifter. DT, do you recall what was written on your wall?
When a curious hate oozes calamity.
When a curious hate oozes calamity.
That I don't know what it means.
Rearranging the letters gives you...
No way. What you choose can materialize us.
What?
Our decisions will bring you to life.
That is why the decision games were held. So that the Phi and me, here now, would materialize exactly the way we are.
No, but... Okay, so I get why you had to have Diana and Sigma go through life or death decisions. But the rest of us had nothing to do with...
I already told you. My motives are
That's not the
complex.
only motive. There's other things.
Wait, there's more?
Because of the history with going into the future to come back and defeat.
Fuck you, you goddamn old man!
Fine, no!
Was that the smartest idea?
It's over.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You may be right.
What?
Diana, take this. Put it in. Your bluebird, too.
I guess she was given the bluebird back by putting it in the clothes
ready.
for Delta, giving it to her again, I guess.
Verified. Key items were set. Executing Force Quit program. 10 minutes until explosion.
Wait, an explosion?
What?
Oh no!
The hell? What is this?
What the heck?
Hey,
This isn't the
Anthony,
game.
What's with that announcement?
Must I explain? This shelter will soon explode. You've worked so hard, only to turn on this facility's self-destruct mechanism.
Aw, man.
Sean, access the central control computer.
It's no use. Once the Force Quit program has been activated, there is no possible way for you to reverse it.
Then what can we do?
I will tell you two good things. First, I suggest checking behind the bar counter.
Which...
Oh. No!
Why would you?
No! No, not the dog! Not the dog!
Yes, with the shotgun you're holding. There wasn't much life left in him anyway.
Wait a minute. I just recognized this guy's voice. Although, I might be wrong. Is it Wesker?
I expected to hear that coming from you, Sean.
So what's the other thing? You had 2 things to tell us.
I have the ability to mind hack.
We already know that.
But I've not told you everything about it.
This is going exactly to your plan.
Isn't the only thing I can do with mind hacking. It only lasts a moment, but I am able to control someone's body as I wish.
Wait, that's how you're able to do things like push the button.
This.
That's the Sith Lord powers. Gosh dang it. Wait, what about that other bomb?
Eric!
In the Betty room.
For real, my finger just...
Mind hacking.
Understand now. This is my power. So, let's begin. Your final decision game. You have 2 choices. 1, to stay here and wait to die. The other is... The other is...
Well, the other is to try to escape, but you would have to use the bomb in the manufacturer room.
What's the other option? What's the other option?
Huh. Well, he never gets to live to see that decision.
5.
Oh no.
Until explosion.
Oh, this is going to be really
What should
hard.
we do? What about the X door?
And how exactly should we open it? Unless 6 people die, it's gonna stay closed. Or should we start killing each other now?
Mira?
I have an idea.
Which is?
We're going to shift, all of us, together.
Hey, hold on. Like jumping to another history?
But Eric and
I'm sure it will be fine. Remember what I said? Human consciousness may be a result of quantum effects in the brain.
Oh, yeah. You said if certain conditions are met, we can also...
What
Yeah.
are the conditions?
Being in a dangerous
You
purse.
need to be exposed to danger. And the other one is...
To be in the vicinity of a group of shifters.
You have 6 shifters in front of you. You could be able to shift.
And then Mira and Eric can.
But which history are we going to jump to?
None of the similar histories will work. One team is likely to be dead after the vote.
And
Well, it would have to be the one at noon.
if there are no bodies for us to jump to, right?
Then
The one at noon.
we need to jump to where all of us are alive.
When we're all alive.
Do you mean
The coin flip. It all comes back down to the coin flip.
The history where we won the coin toss.
3 minutes until explosion.
We have to
not
cause
sure
more
I get it
chaos
all.
now.
But it's a good idea?
What are you saying? There's no way we could do that.
Why not?
Shift isn't simply jumping into bodies in different histories.
Our consciousnesses swap places. Ours for theirs.
We'll be forcing our other selves into these bodies, and they'll die without knowing why.
Yeah, and what's wrong with that?
what?
Well, they're all living without a care off in another history, yeah? One time, they do the coin toss once and win. Don't Don't you think that's unfair?
What do you mean it's not?
Mira.
I don't think it's unfair.
You're saying they, but we're talking about ourselves here.
Well, we should consider if those people really are us.
Good point. If we assume that we here are the true versions, then the us in the other history are essentially strangers.
Even more of a reason not to.
If we shift to that history, then we're tossing the others under the bus to save ourselves.
The us in that history have done nothing wrong. I mean, the only thing they did was win at a coin toss.
You could say the same for us. The only thing we did was lose a coin toss. Even so, we've had to go through so much shit. We've been forced to put our lives on the line.
Besides, aren't the bodies in the other histories ours anyway?
Then why should we second guess ourselves?
Huh.
1 minute until explosion.
We're out of time. I'll say it again. We have two choices. We can stay here and wait for our deaths, or survive by sacrificing our other selves in another history.
So that's what that bastard meant. The final decision game.
I mean, that's really hard. That's a really hard one to decide. What happens if we don't shift? I know we're dying, but like, they are people. Not everyone shifts at the same time. I mean, it's hard to shift right now. Cause like, you predetermined where you're going. Didn't they say you can't really like predetermine where you're going? It'll lessen like how effective it is. Maybe I'm wrong. Alright. Well, we blew up the complex, however... Okay, yeah, that was the game over. That's what I figured. Wait. Wait. Oh, it did all of them at once. Oh, okay. We decided not to shift and die. But the other choice is to shift and go back up here, technically. We have to pick this again, don't we? Pick the final decision. Just so we can, see the other ending, which is hopefully the true ending.
Five minutes until explosion.
Well, what should we do?
What about the X door?
And how exactly should we open it? Unless 6 people die, it's gonna stay closed.
I'm going to choose to shift and see what happens. I don't know if it will change. Everyone argues like whether or not it's like it's one of those weird things where it's like, do you decide to kill another version of yourself to live? It's kind of like a weird immortality question. Oh wait, what the heck? Oh, you're meant to go back here. Oh, okay, thank you. I guess you have to pick shift in order to activate that. That's why I was confused. Now I'm not. Payoff 2. In this case, we went through the whole game.
Damn, I can't remember anything.
Me neither.
Neither can I.
It somehow feels like I made a bet with someone, but...
Someone?
What kind of bet?
Did we all forget what happened?
Hopefully everyone comes back, because Mira and Eric were the only ones that wasn't really exactly a shifter.
Something? Who is this kid?
It's Sean. Except, I don't know if Sean will get his memories there. Oh, never mind, he did. I see 8 of them, or 9 of them. Wait, did everyone get on the ground? Wait, but how do we stop Delta from doing what he's doing? Because he did let us go, but that doesn't seem like his only motive.
Did we do
He had many motives. He's a very complex
Wearing
villain.
the bracelet, so I don't know the time. But
Judging by the position of the sun, it's probably noonish.
And the date?
How would I know?
12:31.
Eric, do you remember me?
Yeah.
I
Aww.
definitely remember you.
Oh, the only one who didn't get out was Gab.
Must have
Oh.
worked.
Life is unfair.
Oh, you came out here
Don't you
too?
think?
Oh, well, Gab is with you too.
Bastard.
Please don't kill him again.
17 years ago, a snail traveled down a narrow path in the park. If that snail hadn't been there, perhaps all of you here would have lived a completely different life than you did. Just one small snail, and everyone's lives, even the world, changed.
So, what's the big deal? Would you just quit talking nonsense?
I'm so glad you were safe.
Of course we were. You all have shifted in from another history.
Whatever. We gotta call the cops.
And what exactly will that accomplish?
Isn't it obvious?
Wait, but he can mind hack. He's a Jedi Sith.
Crime?
Murder.
Well, he's a Sith Lord, not a Jedi Sith. You can't be both.
But I haven't killed anyone. Specifically, in this history, not a single person has died. I strongly doubt the police would listen.
But in the other histories, you...
Did you not pay attention? I don't have the ability to shift. The only reason I know anything of those histories is because I mind hacked you. In effect, the me you know is a different person than the one before you. Can I be charged for killing someone in another history?
Unfortunately, you cannot.
If so, then I'd say this world would be full of criminals of all kinds.
What about conspiracy to commit?
Yeah. I'm betting this history's got a bunch of dangerous machines and gimmicks all over the shelter.
Unfortunately, I have removed them all. You've slept for quite a while. Nothing is left in the shelter. No transporter, no quantum computer.
Wait, how is Q alive?
Into a truck and taken away. Sean is able to move right now due to radio signals received from a satellite.
Oh.
What? Aren't you happy? I say again, in this history, not a single person has died. Phi and I exist, and there will never be an outbreak of Radical 6. There is only a bright future ahead for all of us. Is this not what you'd call a happy end?
But according to you, all of mankind will die if time passes and nothing
Well, that's
is
how
done.
life is.
Religious fanatic. A terrorist attack that sparks a nuclear war.
I heard this story. You said you released Radical 6 so that you could kill that person.
We can't get him to testify about that, though.
Did not say that, but I can't deny it's true.
Radical 6 won't spread throughout the world in this history.
That means that fanatic guy won't die.
Wait, so now humans will go extinct?
Hey, where's that happy future you mentioned?
Interesting. Does that make you angry, Fi?
What?
If so, then we have a serious contradiction. I had prepared a future in another history where 2 billion would survive. But yet, you decided to jump to this history. That means you chose a future where humanity goes extinct, over 6 billion dead.
No, you're wrong, Delta. Nothing in the future has been determined yet. We'll shape the future with our own hands.
Huh. You said something I can get behind, Carlos.
I think so too.
I agree.
Okay, me too.
Mira.
You're right. The future has infinite possibilities.
If we work together, we can accomplish anything.
Humanity's gonna die out? Screw that.
We'll definitely change that horrible future.
How do you arrest a Sith Lord?
Just that.
What the hell do you mean?
I'm sure I told you in another history that my motives are complex. Imagine, what if none of you had experienced the events that occurred in the shelter? You're so determined now to change the future. One of the goals of all of this was to get you into that frame of mind. It's all going according to plan, without a single casualty. I created a future where mankind will be saved. Does that upset you? Are you angry that your life was played with?
A bit.
Very well. I will give all of you one last choice. With that gun there, you will be able to choose whether to kill me now or allow me to leave. I promise I won't use mind hacking on you. You are free to decide. Which shall it be?
Aw, man, this is a
Pull
hard
the trigger.
decision.
Or let me go? The fates of you, me, and mankind are all on the line. This is the decision game.
Oh, it's an ambiguous choice. Mountain of knowledge. Never mind then. I don't think I would have shot him. Like, I would rather... Like, there's nothing he could really do. Because he could do that all again, sure. But, like... There's nothing to get him on. There's no way you could exactly, like... arrest him for anything. He would have to slip up. Because no one really has been arrested for hacking in someone else's mind. That's like something that doesn't happen at all. If this is the last ending, man, that is a good ending on whether or not you choose to shoot him or not. I don't know if there's epilogue. I gotta say, this game is incredible, and there are definitely some hard parts of the game where you've had to have paid attention, or actually thoroughly go through things. A lot of what I had problems with was just trying to solve the well, okay, so when I was solving the puzzle rooms, I noticed a lot of my issues were I was not either looking hard enough at the environment. Oh yeah, DC Douglas. That's who I was thinking was playing his voice. I blame some of that on my recording setup. I know I have an old monitor that I should upgrade, but I'm kind of the person where if it's not broken, then don't fix it kind of thing. So I just deal with it. There have been times where I glance at the other setup anyway, so it kind of, I do have a solution for like making sure I don't always miss things. And it's funny when I go back in editing and I'm just like, you're missing this one thing! The other problem I had with the at first that I fixed, noticed and I fixed later was especially with the, it was the control room with the 10 lockers that led to the Monty Hall problem. I absolutely forgot to check all of my items thoroughly, but I did fix that and that was fine. So some of the puzzles are, some of them were difficult. I definitely struggled the most in that one control room where we had to play the AB game after. So that one's the one I struggled the most in puzzle-wise, but everything else wasn't that hard. Story-wise, I think it was quite nice to like shroud everything, and it shrouded everything. It let you decide for a while, and then you had to follow a couple of threads for a single bit, but then you got the ability to choose again. But I think a lot of the twists were really cool. Like, I didn't know that in order to have Sigma and Phi, or actually in general, Phi be alive, and in that regard also Delta, like, in order for them to be alive, they had to have been trapped there and then sent to the past, and they grew up a little bit, but Phi got sent forward one more time, and then she grew up to the age she was, which is really weird. Also, 124, what has that man been eating? What is his secret to living that long? Because there are people that do reach that age and they have different kinds of stories, but I wonder what his story is. The music was nice, but it served as a good background music to sometimes think, but it's also like hypnotic, I guess. Okay, I guess some of the plot twists were also kind of easy to tell, but a lot of the hints felt complex or even sometimes like out of nowhere kind of thing. It's kind of interesting how everything works, and I love how the map changes depending on whether or not you know certain information. It was definitely confusing because you're like trying to predict something and then something else completely happens. I love some of the twists in this game, and I think the character building was really good. I know some of the models were awkward, but it's kind of a funny awkward, and it's almost to the level of The Walking Dead, but I think The Walking Dead did it much funnier. I will say my favorite character at most was Q, and my least favorite was definitely Eric. Oh. Well, you're welcome for being... I'm not exactly a Zero Escape fan, I guess? Well, I guess I am, but I only became one because of the thing. Alright, the final decision. Alright, all sections are cleared, and we got Shifter. Oh, you can quit. Well, can I hit back and return to the game? Sorry. Okay, so let's look at the flow chart. I think all of this is filled in from what I can see. Like, there are definitely a couple of things like, okay, so this ending was optional, but that's because I chose it. I believe this will be it for now, for this Let's Play. I don't think there's anything to cover. If there's something I missed, let me know in the comments below, and let me know what your favorite thing about this game is. Thank you guys for watching, and in the It'll be a bit, and then I'll probably do a new Let's Play. I don't know what it'll be exactly, but it'll be something. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in a new Let's Play.